Ladies and gentlemen, how are you? I come today do a little video here about John Deere tried to break it off in me, and I've finally had enough of that too, as most of the world has. The parts department. So I don't know if you're familiar on the bulldozers. I have a 700J. When you open the doors, the operator doors, they come back and they attach to the cab itself, the side of the cab chassis. And up on the top on each side, there's two little brackets. I'll try to find a picture or something to put in here. But there's two little brackets, and they have these little rubber bumpers on them. They look like door stops. I don't even have anything to compare to them. I wish I had something that I could, but basically it looks like a rubber stopper that had a bolt put into it, or it was molded around a bolt and it's bolted on. Well, the rubber things have fell off. And what those are for is when you're tracking and the machine's bouncing, it keeps the doors from doing this, like wobbling, because they're anchored in a center point of the door, like where by the handle is. And it wiggles the seals and the glass loose over time, you know. And that's what happened to that window that broke. It was actually the seal was bad on the back, the bottom of it. That wasn't why it was broke. The tree that went through it was. But so I said, I need new ones of those. So I went to the local, well, it's not Murphy anymore. It's Groff Tractor now, because Groff in Pennsylvania bought all the Murphy tractors up. And I thought Groff kind of sucked before they bought them, and they still do. So, but lack of better words, I go in, I tell them what I'm looking for, because I'm like, you know, it's just easy. I figured worst case scenario, it'll be $10 a piece or something, or just a bolt with some rubber on it, and just get them and be done with it, so I don't rattle that glass loose or anything like that. That one I replaced. I walk in, the guy looks them up, finds the part number, and proceeds to tell me that they are $54 a piece. And after I came back to reality, I came back out of shock. I politely told him, no, you can keep these. I'll figure something else out. So I went to the local Home Depot. I bought a piece 5/16 all thread, just galvanized all thread. I bought 8 5/16 washer nuts. Some of those are for mounting, and some of those are for what I'm going to do. I bought 4 of these little washers that fit just over. They're not a 5/16 washer. I think they were a quarter. They fit really tight. It might be 5/16. Maybe it was mislabeled. I don't know. It was Home Depot, so excuse me. I bought a package of JB Weld. You ain't never used that. You ain't never cobbled nothing together. And I bought some rubber leg tips. They look like ones you'd get on the bottom of like a pair of crutches maybe, or like you could put these on like chairs, stools, or things like that. But they're 7/8 inch 4-pack. And the grand total came to $16.29. That was with PA tax and everything. I don't know if you're going to be able to read that or not. I'll bring it in close, take it out far. There's everything I bought. $16.29. My thought is I can take one of these nuts, can run it on here. Hold on, let me get everything. And then as I walked through the aisle and pondered this is what I came up with. I could be wrong. I needed something. I'm sure they make that kind of attack thing somewhere. I did some light searching, could not find it. But what I'm going to do here is I'm going to cut this off. And I'm going to put like this on the end, okay? And then I'm going to seat that down inside this rubber cup. I'll cut these to length. I'll cut, I don't know. I have enough material to make 3 of these with a 4-inch bolt. So I'm only going to make 2 for it. I'll make an extra one. But my thought is I'll take this, put some JB Weld down in there, mush this down in, put some more JB Weld, and once it gets hard, and I'll put the nuts on the back, and then I'll have a bumper to stop the door. And it's for less than one of them, including my time, at $100 an hour. So give me a second. I'm going to grab a couple tools. I'm going to cut a couple things and I'll show you me putting them together. All right, we're back. So I got a little hacksaw here. Let's shed a little light on the situation. How's that? I wasn't going to show all this, but I figured, why not? I'm a little light on material this week because it rains every day. All right, so that's just a 4-inch section. We'll do it on this other one here. And the reason I flipped it around is because we'll have a factory edge on each side. Now, I don't remember how far they stick off, but I'm going to have them to be adjustable. Sorry, my bargain brand hacksaw here is just not really cutting it. Okay, so I got a piece here. If I clean it up, I could use for the other side. But what I'm going to do now is I'm going to run this nut down all the way to the bottom, all the way down, all the way down, all the way down. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Right about there. Now washer down there. Run the other one down. It's about like watching paint dry, huh? You guys are probably thrilled about this. I just want to show you, maybe somebody else runs into this someday and they don't have to get boned. So we got one. Let's get another one. The reason I bought enough to make 4 of these is I was going to cut these 3 inches. Sorry, I was going to make these 3 inches, but I decided not to do that. I'd rather do 4 because there's plenty room in that pocket at the top of the cab. I can adjust this to wherever I need it. And I'd rather, if it's a little too long, I can trim it down, you know what I mean? I'd hate to go through all this and making it and then it'd be a hair too short. But even at that, even if I did, I'd still have enough less money in it than I would. So I could screw these up twice and still not making 2 of these up twice and still be under the cost of what it would cost to buy 1. And everybody's like, well, what's your time worth? Well, I'll have more time in running over to the parts dealer that I did that day than I will into making either of these. Now, okay, let me get, so I've got 2 of the rubber bumpers, 2 of these. This is one of them things for cleaning out pipes. Like for, I think if you're going to solder some pipes or something, like in your kitchen or bathroom. How's that? So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take this and stick this in there. And the reason I'm going to do this, I want to scour up that rubber because I want this JB Weld to bond to it very well. See, I don't know if you can see in there, but it's all scratched up. Plus there's like some kind of false thread in there too. Something they did when they molded it. I'm gonna do this one. And I had one of these. Naturally, if you have to buy one, it'll be a little more than 16 bucks, but I think those are like $2 a piece. So, we've got all that. Now, do I have a small little piece of plexiglass here. We can mix some JB Weld up on. It ain't gonna hurt nothing. I was gonna do silicone because it stays flexible, but I was worried it wouldn't hold up for whatever reason. I don't know. If you have a tube of RTV hanging around, that would work too. But so we've got the steel, and I'm gonna go ahead. I'm looking at that. I'm gonna do about half a tube. These are just the little tubes. This is the regular stuff. This isn't the quick or whatever it is. I make the stuff that goes fast. No foreign entities in there. Just move this back over here where you guys can see what the heck's going on. Hopefully you can see that. Oop, air bubble. So that's about half the tube, maybe a little bit over. You can always mix a little more. That's about enough to fill one, I figured. So when you mix the hardener, we should have enough for two. This stuff's potent smelling. Oh, there's some serious air bubbles in this one. I think we've been had on the quantities. Here we go. And then you think a guy around here that works with wood would have some splinters, and we do. Got one right here. Let's give that a quick mix. I think it takes 4 to 6 hours for it to harden, 24 for it to cure, and it's going to rain tomorrow too, so there's no work being done. So these should be plenty hard, plenty ready to go. You can get the instant stuff. I guess you could do it as long as you did it overnight. I think it'd be fine. Mix it up, get a nice gray consistency. Okay, whoop. Splinter of wood in there. Don't know how that got in there. Throw that away. So, first thing I want to do is I want to get a little bit in the bottom. Some of that down there like that. Because without it in the bottom, it'll create an air pocket, which would make it. So we got it goobered in there. Stay it in there. I'm just going to take this and I'm going to spin so the air pockets come out. And I'm going to run it down in there all the way till it touches the bottom. Give it a little wiggle. Here's going to be the trickiest part of this whole thing. We got to get some more JB Weld in there. Let it lean to one side. This way. And then we'll let it lean to one side the other way. I don't know if this stuff expands or contracts. I'm not sure. But I'm just going to spin it to try to get it even. That should be good. Now, herein lies the problem. You gotta set this somewhere. Might set them up here. You're gonna try to get them somewhere where they'll. There's a little box here I can lean them against. I want them to be semi-square and straight, because if not, it's going to be, the window will be touching it at like an angle, and I don't want that. Same thing, spin it. Both directions maybe, oh yeah. Cedar down in there. Scrape up some more, lean that to one side. Whoa, look at that worm. Once again, wiggle it around. Push this one in here. So I'll show you what I did. I just have them. Just got them like this. How's that? They're just sitting there. And then for when you go to put them on the machine, what you do is there's a hole. We'll run one nut down on. I'm not going to do it right now, but it'll be down here. That'll be like your setting for where it needs to catch the door perfect for in and out. And then you run one on the back like a jam nut. Stop it. You know, through the bracket, sandwich it to the bracket, and boom, you're done. And all that. So you figure this video is 11 for, let's say it's 20-minute video. And if I'm at like, I don't know, $100 an hour, we're somewhere around 40 bucks for our time and those. So you figure your man hours at $40, $30, $40, because I could do this a lot faster if I wasn't videoing. And then the 16 something, so we're at $56 for two. But I mean, if you're not going to factor your man hours, you're $16 for two of these parts. So I'm tired of getting bent over. I just figured I'd share this. It's maybe something easy. Hopefully they hold up, and maybe it saves someone else the trouble down the road. No offense, John Deere, but that you can't, a guy cannot earn a living paying the parts for your prices. So sometimes we're forced to because of proprietary stuff, but anytime I can work around it, I like to. So hope you all enjoy a little different video. Thanks for watching.